uh, oops, smartphone. Yeah, we's back. Got Con Ed working outside. So, yeah, because I guess people been having issues with their line or whatever. We back, baby. Yeah, technical difficulties. Called Con Ed working outside on the power lines. Absolutely disgusting. Oh, hold on. Let me get out of this one and go back. All right, there we go. We live right now. All right, cool. Yeah. Yo, this is how it gets split into two. Yo, this is how it gets split into two. All right, so Dip Down, yes sir. Thank you for putting fourth wall inside the chat. Let me tell you something. I love somebody that can actually take direction and actually put forth effort. You got to have somebody that believes in you. You got to have people that believe in you, because what you start to learn is, I can't let that person down because that person believes in me. You blame Dippy Down Baby Lips. Angry Therapist, £2, $2 super chat. They took the stream out, King. They watching King Facts. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if they hired Con Ed outside to do what they just did, but yeah, we was having rolling blackouts for the past week and a half, I guess, based on the cold. But it's not cold now. Yo, it was so crazy that my long johns I ordered, my long john showed up. Hey, yo, thermals is different. Remember we used to get those white joints? Yeah, now we got that nice material. Yeah. We used to get those white, looking like corduroys that we used to get the roly balls on them. Pause. Anyway, shout out to Dip Down for having fourth wall. Anybody want to go in there, get that merch. Also, I want to give a shout out to every last one of you guys that went and picked up merch. I'm telling you, I think y'all just doing it for the holidays, and you know, getting people shirts. You get people a mustard heart shirt, or you getting them the glizzy. Yo, because the wildest thing is the hashtag no PlayStation 6 that sells regularly, right? And usually it's the hat. So I guess y'all being goofy, making sure you buy a hat and throw it on somebody's head. But the glizzy man is doing this thing. I don't know, but don't walk up to me and tell me to sign your glizzy man shirt. I ain't about that. But yo, yeah, make sure y'all go to Dip Down store. He got more designs coming. I'm hooking him up with Mixie's sister, so they're gonna get some artwork together and get that out the door. He has a hell of a channel. One of the rising stars in content creating. Do want to see him on, you know, like other people's shows like On Point for Gamers and Boom Show. But if you want to see Dip Down, he's a regular on Fight Night Fridays, where him and I are producing Comedy Relief. And we also do a Patreon where right now I'm reacting to Jujutsu Kaisen, and I find it to be one of the most incredible animes going right now. And so again, oh man, I can't, you know, I don't want to blow his head up, pause, but you see a spark in somebody, and you want them to do great, right? You know, like Dealer saw the spark in ILP and wanted us to do great. Like Boom saw the spark in ILP that wanted us to do great, and they never gatekeeped anything, and that's how you pay it forward. So hopefully one day Dip Down sees the spark in somebody and he pays it forward to them and gives them that knowledge, and yo, try to do this and let's do this and work on it like this. Because at the end of the day, if it ain't each one teach one, then what is it, right? Like, what is it? We're supposed to be brothers. I am my brother's keeper. I am 100%. I'm going to make sure that we all going to eat. Like, it ain't no fun. We all going to the restaurant relying on one. Like, we all sit. I want us to fight, pulling out our wallet. Yo, hold on. I got that. You got the last time. Nah. I want somebody to be shiesty, go over to the waiter, already pay for the bill and just walk out. I want that. I want that for everybody. I mean, that should be how we strive in this life. You understand? It's just yo, off topic. I was telling my wife the other day, I really miss my cousin and I forgot certain things that he would do, because I said that we would go to Bear Mountain all the time and Great Adventures all the time. And I said when I was younger, she was like, yeah, but that was like a luxury. My cousin, and he paid for his crimes, but during his time in the streets, what they would do was rent Greyhound buses, take us up to Bear Mountain, take the whole projects up to Bear Mountain, and we have cookouts up there, bringing tons of meat and cookouts. We all cook out, playing music and stuff. And, because they had a swimming pool up in Bear Mountains, and they also had the lake, and we'd be at the paddle the paddle boats and all that stuff. But another thing that they would do, they would take us to Great Adventures and, going with them to Great Adventures, and they would rent like 3 or 4 buses, fill them all up, and go to Great Adventures and pay for everybody tickets. And at his funeral, rest his soul, I never seen that many people in all my life come out for what you would say somebody that isn't famous. It was just a love. It was just a love from, because he gave so much back. I'm not saying that doing wrong atones for anything, but he paid his penance to society. But he was my teacher growing up, because my father wasn't there, and due to whatever reasons between him and my mom's or whatever. But he was there, he was the one that making sure that I didn't hang out in the streets or whatever. It's just, you never know how much time you have with a person. And what I tell you, just don't take anyone for granted, because I know he'll be absolutely proud of the stuff that I'm doing right now. I was able to be in a position when he came home to make sure that all the stuff that he did for me, I was able to do something for him, make sure that he had money. And money isn't everything, but I was there talking, playing games, and just being there for him, because, coming back into society is a hard thing. Like, people think jail is rough. You get 3 square meals and a cot. You don't have to worry about gas and electric. Try doing 25 years in this world. Try doing 25 years in this streets where you got to worry about bills and you got to take care of feeding yourself and housing yourself, and try doing that. That's the real flex. The real flex is being a productive member of society. That's the real flex. That's the absolute flex. But, he was a good person, though. So, he was. Absolutely. To this day, he's taught me how to stand up for myself. So I guess every time I see somebody else, and especially somebody else that I see that has potential that don't go that way, doing the positive, I'm going to be there, man. Because he was there for me. Absolutely. 100%. When I was afraid, he helped me be strong. So, hold on. So they talking about, and this is the part where I'm like, damn, I might have to bend the knee. Now, this is the second time that I heard this, that they're reportedly working on doing the whole damn first trilogy. Remember, I said that it was on an ILP. I don't think they're doing I said no. No. I ain't say I don't think. I said they not doing Halo 2. The one where you was dual welding. Remember that? The first time you got a chance to. Remember that? That might be in jeopardy. That might be in jeopardy. I underestimated their ambition. I underestimated their level of greed. I mean, once I saw PlayStation telling you one of the must-buy titles is Halo, oh, I messed up then. I messed up then. When these dudes is in cahoots with promotion, I'm in trouble. I don't know how I feel about it because apparently they changed a lot in Campaign Evolved as far as some stuff that's integral to story that they made canon. So now that stuff would be canon, you have to change other aspects of 2 and 3 in order to make it make sense. So that means the other one's got to get made. And me standing here with egg on my goddamn face. Because if it does come out, if they do Halo 2 Campaign Evolved, then 3, then how much does the story change? What does the story turn into? Yeah, no, we definitely never forget Halo 2. He said, yo, you hit the lotto and put a mill behind ILP? I told you this. I hit a mill. Oh, well, I hit the lotto because the lotto's at a Billy right now. I hit the lotto. First, you saw the dude with the ghost face mask when he stepped up there with getting his lotto. You saw him sitting there with his face covered. Yeah, I'm stepping up with the Michael Myers mask. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know so y'all know it's me. I'm gonna be in the Michael Myers mask. Y'all gonna know it's me because my beard gonna be sticking out at the bottom. I ain't even hold you. But besides the fact that my brothers will never work again, and then we will buy a building kind of like the Ghostbusters, and everybody will have their own floor with the main floor having the IOP studio that we all have to be there to in person to do studio work with a live cameraman and all that, and then I will have like news and all that stuff where literally me and Tom Henderson will sit down and make sure that every podcaster in the space, I don't give a damn what you cover. I don't care if you cover Nintendo stuff. I don't care if you cover PlayStation stuff. Every podcaster in the gaming space, I will make sure that they got a bag. Honestly. And the giveaways will be monumentous. The giveaways that we have will be monumentous. Like we will go to city tours doing live shows in everybody's cities, and if your members getting free, and and everybody else will have to pay, but the shows will be go broadcast. I mean, the level of thoughts that I have in my head, the bag will get there. I will change the podcasting space. I will change content creating space the same way Mr. Beast changed content creation forever. I just brought a Mr. Beast like Reese's peanut butter cup just because. Blessings, the Ingress Therapist gave 5 Xbox Frontline membership gifted. I appreciate you. I salute you, soldier. I get inspiration by individuals that defy the absolute odds. Because Mr. Beast was going to give up, but then decided not to and worked harder. I look at some of my videos. Some of my videos do like 1,000 views. You think that stopped me from coming here, from breaking my butt, from working and coming here and make sure I do videos? Because I don't know you, but have you ever been to your family Like cookout, like when you do your whole family get together and everybody's out there, your family reunion. Have you seen 1,000 people? I'm happy as hell, man. I'm happy as hell. So no, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everything. And if it gets to that space, oh my God, I'm going to do it with so much joy and so much glee. Kind of like the joy and glee I'm going to do with this right here. I told you. Bungie veteran Joseph Cross appears to be no longer at Marathon's franchise franchise art director. Remember when I told you that they settled out of court for X amount of dollars, and on their ledger said that Bungie was minus 200 million. The 200 million that was minus was the exact amount that they were being sued for. Remember that? So apparently they settled and they got their money. So if you cost me 200 million, you're fired. You're fired in such a way that I'm going to make sure that your head spins. Remember, they said Bungie's upcoming extraction shooter marathon has slowly been finding its footing again after a rocky year. That's an absolute damn lie. I haven't heard anybody that saw that VDOC has said that they wanted the damn game. The studio released a 22-minute VDOC, giving us a much more cleaner, much more polished look at the game, along with a new dev updates and what's changed since the early close alpha test. Bungie is now targeting a March 2026 release window. They're targeting a March 2026 release window with the game being $40. I think that's an absolute asinine thought. I think that game, just the same way I thought Concord was supposed to be releasing a service. If you didn't learn anything, learn something from Microsoft and understand something now. Sell it to the PC crowd, sell it to the Xbox crowd, but make sure that your crowd comes first. If you do not put your people first, they're going to put your ass last. And they have been putting you last as long as I can remember this whole generation. So again, you're doing the same exact bad habits again. A game nobody called for, a game nobody really wants, a game that has lukewarm reception, and again, you're going to charge for it and make sure that everybody pays up front. Make your people feel special. Put it inside your goddamn services, sell it to Xbox, sell it to everybody else, but make sure that it lives, because if you have at least 30, 40 million people inside your service that sees it, that plays it. I don't care if you put it at your upper tail. What is it, Prime or whatever the hell y'all thing call it over there? Put it at your upper tier. Kind of like Game Pass Ultimate, that they get a chance to get it. Do it. Because if you do not do it, because I know you don't want to do free to play and you got to get some damn money. I understand times is hard and times is rough, but you're going to make Concord number 2. You got better extraction shooters that are in the wild with arc raiders. You do not have the same level of cachet. You are the old dude in the club trying to act like you're young. You're hitting them with the Miss Lady. Nobody gives a damn, bro. Like, if you haven't noticed, your first-party titles have sold less and less compared to the third-party offerings on your device. That means that your first-party exclusive titles no longer move the needle. That means your box has officially transformed into a casual machine. You are not the reason why they show up there. You're just a cool product that they say, yeah, I got a PlayStation. That's it. You have turned into your name is greater than your content. Do you understand? Third party sells better than your first party, and that's atrocious based upon your whole business model is locked upon exclusives. You have a whole group of individuals feeling that exclusivity is your main backbone. where in all actuality and reality, you're a third-party casual machine. Start treating it as such. Stop holding your first party like it means something, because it means something to a select few. Astrobot couldn't sell to save its life no matter how many things you did. You did so much strange stuff. You went to the Game Awards to sell this thing. You made Black Myth take a seat to that shit. I'm just saying. You understand? If Concord didn't teach you anything, and I think Concord had a better strategy. If you saw the cartoon, if you saw the breakdown on the characters, Concord was better. The female characters look trash. A lot of the male characters look trash. You could have spruced them up. You could have gave DLCs that mattered. What you doing over there, Bella? Come here. Over here. Don't trust you. In your cage. Thank you. You could have made characters that mattered. You chose not to, and now you're in the history books forever. Marathon would do the same exact damn thing. See, but this is the difference between Marathon and Concord. This is the very difference between Marathon and Concord. It's going to be available on Steam and Xbox, and they will save your ass. They will. Steam always saves you, but think about it this way, and I'm telling you, they're going to save you in a small sense. Nobody wants this game, right? Trust and believe in what I'm telling you. It's a disaster waiting to happen. You give a March date with a confident face. You gave a price date like it's something incredible. Listen, it's been a train wreck from the beginning. From the alleged plagiarism, a stealing of assets, copying. It's been a train wreck. The only way to save the train wreck is to make those people that you value, you're supposed to value, feel special. You're not doing it. You're not learning your lessons. And the problem with your lessons is you're doomed to repeat them. And yeah, Xbox Frontline News is here for all of that. We're here to expose you. I'm going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. I mean, listen. It says Xbox Frontline News. If you're a PlayStation dude and you came in here and you thought that it wasn't going to be some slander slid your way, you were wrong. I'm telling you I'm going to slander your way. I'm telling you I'm going to slander them. I'm not a fan of them like that. I don't think they're as hot as you think they are. Right? If all things are considered equal, to be real with you, they're kind of the worst out of the bunch. Right? You put out one game a year. Really, bro? Your service is dirt trash? Really, bro? What you gonna tell me? You got a fast SSD, but you ain't got quick resume? Really, bro? You got offset thumbsticks? Anyway, I'm just gonna tell you, get your shit together, because right now it's looking spooky out here in the streets. And speaking of spooky in the streets, back at him again. PlayStation 5 Pro Pisser 2 reportedly doesn't have frame generations in the plans. Why? Why? Why, when the Xbox Rock Ally X has frame generations in the plan with the update that they're releasing next year, why the hell doesn't this $700 machine have frame generations in the plans? If you're supposed to be better than FSR, what the hell? Oh, no, I don't use no shot collars. Oh, hell no. Yo, listen, those dogs is like my kids. Hell no. Shot collars. Hell no. No, I think that's cruelty. That's absolute cruelty, bro. Oh, no, I didn't even read that. That's out of control. Who said poor Bella? Poor Bella what? Oh, yeah, Bella's out of control, sir. I'm going to tell you right now. The reason why she gets away with all the stuff that she gets away with, because she's the baby. That's the reason why. She gets away with all that stuff. Coco lets her get away with stuff. Coco just be like, she's so stupid. And she does stupid things on purpose. But I'm going to tell you this. She stays next to me 100% of the time. Where Coco would go someplace else and do something else, Bella would stay in my hip pocket the whole day. When I was gone in Japan, she went into a depression after the 4th day. My wife said she would just go to the cage and stay there. And I'm just like, shit. And I would try to talk to her through the phone, but she's just like, she don't smell me. So she's like, so whatever. But yeah, so yeah, she's right there. She stays next to me always. But the new rumor about the PlayStation 5 Pro is the pt2 says Sony isn't planning any frame generation. If you've been keeping an eye on the PlayStation 5 Pro news, the pt2 is quickly becoming the pt2 is quickly becoming the next big thing. And I'm honestly not looking forward to it if it's no frame generation necessary in it, because I think a lot of their titles should be running at higher than 60 frames per second. If a frame generation in FSR is boosting these games up and making games actually run better, look better, play better, then I think that it should be a necessary function in the pt2. Even though I feel that PlayStation is going to turn their back on, and they have already with those videos that you see of them coming out standing side by side with FSR. Listen, Xbox doesn't have any proprietary frame generation except for auto super resolution. Now, auto super resolution is a whole different thing that is fundamentally, it can work with any game, right? So it's not at a chipset level. It's a software thing, and that can work with any game. And when they release that with your Xbox ROG Ally X, and you're going to see it in the wild ahead of time before you get the console, you'll see how auto super resolution actually works and how good it is and how far that they've come with this software. I believe that Microsoft and Xbox are software wizards. Shout out to Jason Ronald. I salute you. I understand exactly where y'all going, and I know that y'all have so many things in store for that handheld, to take that handheld to the next level. Oh, I want to say congratulations to anybody that got the handheld before Christmas. It's on sale right now for like $439. The Xbox ROG. I don't know if the Xbox ROG Ally X is on sale. I think that's on sale for probably like $50. But I know the Xbox ROG Ally is on sale for like $100 cheaper. But in doing this, I don't know what they're thinking about. But let me tell you something. How can 2 be the next big thing when the first one isn't? Yo, you said I wipe my dog's poor belly butt. No. You don't wipe their belly butt. Like, you wipe their butt. Like, do you know how dirty it is for your dog to take their fecal matter and scrape it across your carpet? I got carpets in my house. Do you understand what's going on when they scooping across? Bro, stop. Don't get into the whole stinky house thing. I don't do stinky house. Nah, I come in the house, sweep, mop, everything. Listen, they got pet dander. If you ain't giving your dogs a shampoo bath every week, something's up. You make sure that they have their fish oil pills so it helps with their coat. I give you a lot of hints, bro. They eat good. Trying to keep them here as long as possible. Less infections, good gut health, good teeth, just a good life. They give you unconditional love. Give it to them back. I know you don't have a child in your house that you were raising that they take a shit in their diaper and you ain't clean it. If you did that, I'm calling child services on you. You're disgusting. But, yo, they're talking about this thing is supposed to be great. And we're going to end on a great title because I'm highly anticipating this title. Much like a lot of all of you are highly anticipating Gears of War E-Day. I'm looking forward to this, bro. Gears of War E-Day is the coalition's most ambitious game yet, says the studio head, and the upcoming Xbox sequel will be the best place to jump in the Gears universe. I mean, starting from the base level, I mean, with Marcus Phoenix in them, okay, of course, it's the questions that we've been asking, right? We've been asking, how did it all start? How did they become chums, right? Yo, what's going on? And now that we see it and we understand, listen, they gave these guys a sweet little taste and Reloaded. Now, we've been had Reloaded, but they gave it to us again and they just do it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about your service. That's what I'm talking about. Give me perks. Make the updates free. Just drop it in there. Drop it in the service. Let me discover it. Let me go in there and say, oh, like the Original Sin the other day. Shout out to Lurian Studios. It's like you gotta say, the more they give to the people that pay the most, because over a period of time, you will pay more in Game Pass than buying individual games. I acknowledge that. But I also know that I will receive more than I would do by independently buying games. And I do understand that my digital library will continue to grow. My backlog will continue to grow. I probably won't get a chance to play those games ever. But what I do understand is I suffer from a severe case of poor impulse control and FOMO when it comes to video games. And I'd rather be with than be without. But when they drop free updates for stuff, I'm all about that because it gives me some fake endorphin rush that makes me believe that I've received something that probably didn't receive. But when I look over at the other console and the other console is charging their fan base $10 to upgrade and we get it for free, I kind of feel a little bit better. I kind of feel like when I walk inside the store and I have a Discover Platinum or I have a Amex Black, I'm different. When I throw that metal card on the table, bling, ling, 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 when I do that and people look or hear, yeah, I know it's superficial. I understand that. But when I understand that I have Game Pass Ultimate and I proudly say it, I know I got shit that you don't got. I know when I hear about games, I know how I watch shows and I know how you watch shows. You watch shows with how much you gonna pay. I watch shows with how much time I'm gonna play. That's why I end my videos with you pay, I play. That's how that goes. But with E-Day popping out, now they did say that it was be going to PlayStation. But they ain't say no day even date, boy. Biggest question. Now I want to know from a raise of hands, do you think that it's going day and date? Quite possibly. But if any indication is shown with Forza, they can easily change their damn mind. I don't know. I don't know what's the mentality over there when it comes to certain games. I have no idea. I see them launch Flight Simulator, and I got to say shout out to Microsoft. Thank you so much for sending me my flight stick. I'm definitely going to do an unboxing video of the Flight Simulator 2024 flight stick that they sent me. It's a white flight stick, kind of like the flight stick that I was using when I was doing the whole animatronic whatever machine that I was in, half a helicopter, and I was playing Flight Simulator, which I found absolutely dope. But I got to do an unboxing video for that. But the same way I saw them send that over, and then there's a lot of DLC that they have to pay for, and a lot of Game Pass people got that stuff for free. I understand that the level of value is different, and I know that perception-wise, it's never going to change the mindset of an individual that is locked into an ecosystem that they cannot escape. Right? It's being in a toxic relationship. Right? You got an iPhone, you see the freedom of an Android, and you're like, but my library is dope. Can't give it up. And you don't. And you stay there. And it's cool. But understand, you got to pay. Where other people get perks. We the perk people. So I want to know if E-Day is going to go over their day and date. I don't know. Maybe it might. Maybe it won't. But it doesn't change anything on my part because we get a day and date for free. Do you see the difference in the services? Now, we know damn sure that Marathon ain't no goddamn E-Day. We know that for a fact. We know that Marathon won't even come close to whatever E-Day is. But do you see how Microsoft makes sure that Game Pass Ultimate gets it for free? They make a tier that makes you feel like, okay, I'm cool. It's like Flight Club. When you go to the airport and you have that lounge, you have that flight lounge, and you sit down in there and dudes, you looking out there, you looking at everybody waiting for their flight, and you sitting there having a complimentary champagne, and you're eating the cheese and crackers, and you're sitting there waiting for your flight with your feet up in your Barker lounger. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else is outside sitting there shoulder to shoulders with those people, you got to stop making them feel better. This is the reason why I am so terrible on PlayStation, bro. With the fact that you only put out one game a year. Now, we said we was going to talk about the business models of all three. And I'm going to give you the reason why the business models is based upon how that is. And it's also based upon the goals in each company. Where PlayStation is asking for each studio to bring in 10% revenue. And I believe Nintendo is 16%, 14 to 16%. Xbox is looking at a whopping 30%. The reason why you're looking at it in that aspect is, out of all of them, Xbox is day and date on PC and also sells to PlayStation and Nintendo. 30% is not far-fetched when your business model is based upon hitting every major console while also selling to your own fan base. So you got to look at that 30% as, okay, you can say it's like around 7% each one. Cool. Kind of works. I don't know. Right? Where PlayStation is at 12%, they're selling to themselves. Right? And then maybe they sell to PC at a later date, but that doesn't roll into the actual projections of the prices. Because if they did, Ghost of Yode head would still be there. Remember they told you it was all successful? But somebody that's been in the company for 28 years, then your last game, you think that this game is the game, and do you understand? So do you see how a 12% can choke a studio out where 30% can keep a studio alive? And don't tell me about Perfect Dark, how Perfect Dark and those guys got ran out the building. Perfect Dark had X amount of years to show. You don't get down to your last year and you start doing the work. That's like you in school and you know your damn test is coming and you try to study for the last week. Nah, you're not going to pass that test. They didn't show deliverables in a timely fashion, and for as much scrutiny as the initiative was under, company had to go. That just had to go. All right, so don't try to say that 30% is the reason why that they're gone. No, actually, they're gone because of their own ineptitude, right? So you got to look at it. Them delivering on multiple consoles puts a 30%. PlayStation delivering on one console puts a 12%. Nintendo, I think, is 14 to 16, and they are making their deliverables per game. I don't know if PlayStation's making their deliverables. That's what puts a lot of things in doubt. But this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, The King. I want to thank Gamesley. I want to thank Legendary Yobi. I want to thank the Angry Therapist. I want to thank Legendary Intel. I want to thank everybody that subbed today and actually, purchased merch and just gave words of encouragement. I also want to let you know, dial 988 if you're feeling under a tremendous amount of stress. Again, is a hotline if you're feeling that you're at the end of your rope and everything is weighing down on you. Trust and believe. Don't ever get too high in life and don't ever get too low in life. Try to stay even keel and stay in the middle. Right? It's never as good as it seems, and it's never as bad as it seems. If you take the time out to try to figure it out, and maybe you've tried, but you've been doing it in isolation by yourself. That's how depression works. That's how fear and despair works. It wants to isolate you away from the people that can help you. But how hope and faith works is You have hope, and together we can grow that faith, and we can all come together with some type of resolution that can walk you away from that situation that you feel is so detrimental that you want to self-delete. Do not. This holiday season is the absolute worst time for anybody. Looking at the new year, especially if you felt that this year wasn't a great year, looking at the prospects of this holiday, especially if you feel that you can't provide, stress is a contributing factor to a lot of this depression. So again, you need to decompress, you need to talk to others, and if we can't find a solution, we will make sure that we all get together to find a solution to whatever the problem is. But if it's your first time finding the channel, please like, follow, and subscribe, share it out, and become part of the family. On Fridays, we have Fight Nights, and that's on our sister channel, Frontline Gaming Streams, where you see me and Dip Down go at each other. 108 Dragon came in yesterday, and Legendary Yobi said something to him about we need to get the Block Brothers back together again. All right, it was a show that 108 Dragons and myself was going to do called The Block Brother. Had the intro and everything made. That's I'm not going to rehash it. But again, that's my brother. His shows goes live on Saturday. Hopefully he does an end of the year show. ILP will not be live this Sunday. But if you have the Insider app, and Lords After Dark will definitely be up there. We have a video that we're recording tonight, and actually two that we're doing tonight. You guys, the reception of the app has been really good. The feedback on the conversations that we have has been fantastic. So I appreciate everybody that does show support and has been there. And if you didn't know about it, now you know about it. Go check it out. Go look at it. I'm pretty sure you will not be disappointed. And a lot of times people say, you know, I'm an Xbox capper, that I cap for Xbox. No, I happen to love my stuff. I don't go and buy a PlayStation and Xbox and a Switch not to love video games. I love video games. And if one company isn't doing exactly what I expect of them as a consumer, I'm going to call them out. When Microsoft doesn't do what I expect of them as myself as a consumer, I'm going to call them out. Nintendo, the same thing. Everybody has an equal time to get their head smacked off their goddamn shoulders based upon them not bringing me what I need as a gamer. And as a gamer, I want everything for nothing. I'm going to be real with you. So don't think it's a flex when you tell me I own all my shit. I don't care. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I don't care how much you own, what you got. I just want to make sure they got my copy. I want to make sure mine work. I don't care about yours. All right? I just want to let you know that as a gamer, I am absolutely 100% selfish. When I go get my console, when I go to the store, I give you my name. You better have my console when I show up. I don't want to hear no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It came out today. You better have mine in the back. My name better be attached. That's how I feel about it. So I think everybody like that is the same, right? I think so, right? So we champion what we champion. We love what we love. But I love Xbox Frontline News, and I do this for the love of the game. Shout out to AKW. He makes sure that I'm going live every Saturday. I appreciate you, brother. He had a problem with the code that he gave out that he got from CDKs to Big Bad Mo. And he's rectifying it. All right, so I don't know the proper channels, what goes through that. If anybody can give me any information on that, because Big Man Mo went to use the code, it didn't go through. So if anybody has any workarounds or stuff like that, let me know who to talk to if he didn't get the proper people. I just need help with that. But these packages is going out. I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. Peace. Let's get to the greater intro that's on the web right now today.
What's a man or a king? What's it saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game, but what said you claim it? It's that Xbox. Spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no wriggling. Moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You
told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Said what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed